Hello everyone! First of all, I want to thank you for watching this video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordana Ribeiro, and what I would like to present to you today is an abstract of a presentation I'm going to do in a couple of weeks. And this presentation is about an article named Effects of the Viscosity in the Cut Size of a Hydrocyclone Classifier. First of all, I will present to you some definitions that you need to know to understand the subject. And then I'll move to the procedures and the materials that were used on the research. Then finally, I will finish with a brief conclusion. So, to introduce the subject, I would like to define what is a classification procedure. Classification is a NOR processing step that separates particles for their size and density. In addition to it, a hydrocyclone is a classification equipment that has two products, the named overflow and the underflow. The overflow is where the lighter and smaller particles goes, and the underflow is where the heavier and bigger particles go. So now that you know how a hydrocyclone works, I can define what is the cut size, the famous D50 of a hydrocyclone. The D50 is the diameter where 50% of the particles goes to the underflow and the other 50 goes to the overflow. Now that you know how a hydrocyclone works and the definition of cut size, I can start to present the main purpose of this article. In a lot of books about this subject, it presents a lot of variables of the hydrocyclone hydrocyclone process. But one variable that is not mentioned so much is the viscosity, but it is not that much mentioned because it has a direct relation with one important variable of the process, that is the percentage of solids. But another variable that is that affects the viscosity is the temperature. So these are the both variables that the article works with, that is temperature and percentage of solids. Now moving to the procedure and the materials that were used. It was used a hydrocyclone with 10.2 centimeters of diameter, and the diameter of the inlet, the feed inlet, the vortex finger, and the apex were respectively 3 centimeters, 3.8 centimeters, and 2.2 centimeters. And the material that were used was a silicone sand from Ottawa Sand Corporation, and the particle size distribution was with 80% of the particles passing on 65 micrometers. Now about the procedure. First it was made a pulp, and then it went to a sample divider. Next it went to a sump where the temperature was varied, and finally it went to the hydrocyclone to run the tests. The temperature of the process was varied between 55 degrees and 10 degrees, and the samples were collected in 10 degrees intervals. The samples was made with 19, 26, 35 and 40% solids, and after the procedure was made, to analyze the samples, they had to be weighed, filtered, dried, and then the particle size distribution was defined. So to sum up, as I mentioned before, this is an abstract of the presentation that I'm going to do in November 22nd at 7 o'clock. So if you want to know more about this subject, this article, and know the results of it, you can go to the room 701 of Cefet at the date and hour previously set. So I hope to see you all there. Bye bye.